Solutions. On this week's episode of The Innovator, I caught up with Crystal Tech, and here is their story spanning 8 years plugging tech solutions to businesses in Kenya. Take a look. It's a normal working day. Crystal Tech Nairobi founder Abubakar Yusuf has a full in tray. A call to make. Several emails are also piling up. We managed to steal a few minutes for our interview from his busy schedule. As a trained computer scientist, Abubakar had big dreams of being the go-to tech person on matters tech solutions to small and medium enterprises.
Most of the SMEs, anybody who's starting any business, or anybody who's thinking of starting any business, or anybody who's already in the business, their IT comes in handy, and you'll find that without IT, in the current setup, it's very difficult for you to maximize your efficiency and maybe reach your goals. So the biggest problem most SMEs have in terms of the IT requirement that they need is availability of these services and where to get these services from.
One of his favorite innovations is the school management systems, which he pioneered for managing various functions in Kenyan schools.
School management system, it is of course the main business applications that schools and from that is primary, secondary, even kindergartens are using it across. And basically what our school system does, it covers the need of the school end to end. So that is from academic perspective. So of course, under academics, we have reporting, we have got actual analysis of the exams, teachers putting their marks and XYZ, that is captured under academic module. Then of course we have the finance module, which takes care of the school fees in terms of fee structure, both in public schools and private schools. And we have clearly mapped all the requirements in terms of school vocats and how the whole school system fees works. So then we have got the communication part in our school system that takes care of bulk SMSing solutions and maybe even integrating with attendance systems on the same school system. Still on the same school system, you'll find it has both HR and payroll systems to help schools actually process that. Then inside our school system, we have built supplier management systems where the schools now can pay their suppliers, generate invoices, and do all that kind of thing. Then of course, the system is integrated with payments, let's say M-Pesa, payments, cards and the likes. So it is an end-to-end, but in schools we don't only support the system, but we have also other prerequisites that comes with the system.
And if you thought running an IT business was easy, you should think twice. Abubakar's quest to grow his enterprise saw him acquire extra skills in order to run his business venture efficiently by being able to understand business management.
The biggest challenge most companies do is they don't educate the end user. So you'll find an example of a hospital that admits maybe patients, and they have a hospital management system. But you see, before the hospital management system is installed, you must have the local area networks in place. But even the material that you use to set up your local area network to support the hospital management system must be really of the standard. Because you may go cheap right now, but you lose a lot of money in the long run. How do you lose money in a kind of a hospital setup? Simple. You get a very cheap cable, maybe it is around 4,000, 5,000 shillings. You put it in across your whole network. Then yes, of course, when the infrastructure, the LAN guys are doing their testing, it will work. It will show that these points are able to communicate to each other. But when you bring in the system and there's a lot of traffic, that is why you'll find out that in some of the hospitals, even getting admitted becomes an issue. It's a challenge. Why? Because the thing is so slow, and we have so many people accessing the same system. The infrastructure is not supporting. And sometimes even the patient leave the hospital, so it's a revenue that is lost.
But even with his numerous challenges, his has been a journey of dining with the global big boys in technology, albeit to give quality.
International vendors and technology vendors, we partnered with them, so including Microsoft, Google, Kaspersky, Trend Micro, Fortinet, Checkpoint, you mentioned them.
The recognition of COVID-19 pushing businesses online is a phenomenon that is bound to stay, and hence the faster a business develops a proper tech base, the better for its survival. For the Innovator this week on KTN News, I'm Brian George Otieno. Very well, and that's all.